Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? Sorry about the home visit. You're at least 40 minutes away from me, so that's just not cost effective. And I'm not doing any home visits right now. Too dangerous. Too dangerous. So anyway, um, I like to explain real quick how I work. We all work different. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. I describe the picture the best that I can. They they never waste a message. They do not waste their energy. So if something they say does not make sense now, keep it in mind. You'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, I know what he's talking about. This is not an exact science. We communicate the best way we can. So sometimes you got to stretch it outside the box a little bit. I won't try to make anything fit. It is what it is. It's their show. It's their ball game. I cannot make them answer questions, but I always like, if people have questions, I like to put it out there, and then it's up to them. It's their ball game within reason, and they know what we need to hear, not always what we want to hear. And they won't give me a lot of details because the details are none of my business. So he should give me just enough that you understand what he's talking about. Okay, as he comes in, he's like lifting the edge of a rug and he's pushing some, just looks like dirt or whatever underneath it. Something either has been shuffled under the rug and hid, or it's going to be, or something about, people talk about stuff being under the rug, hidden under the rug. He said it's no big deal. They can do it if they want to, and it really doesn't matter, but there's some dirt hidden under the rug. And he said he doesn't care. He's seen you he's seen you pacing around the house and throwing things in anger. He's not making it look like it's anything like dangerous or big or anything, but like throwing something down, maybe on the couch or something, and cussing. Because you're pissed because this happened. He's pointing at his head like something happened up here. They don't always give me they don't always show me exactly how they passed because I started seeing some horrendous ones and I asked them, we're not going to do that anymore. Not as explicit as it was. Something up here, and then he was gone. Boom, done. That quick. Whether it looked like that physically here, it was on his end. And okay, he wants me to explain, like, somebody was to get in a head-on collision, your soul, your spirit literally leaves the body right before the point of impact. So you don't have all that trauma to get rid of, because we have enough crap to get rid of when we get up there. And I always say they peel us like an onion. They take the stuff off of us, from heavy stuff from down here, and they cleanse us, and then our vibration gets light and bright. So that's just one less thing. So whether he's going to show how he passed or not, or what happened, I don't know. That's totally up to him. But he wanted me to tell that story, so it's got something to do with it. Okay, so I have no clue what you look like. Um, but he's like brushing your hair back, and he's like, I don't know if he's nuzzling your neck or blowing on your neck. So you will feel, and right now he's on my right side, may not make any difference. Brushing your hair out of the way, doing something in this part of your neck. So I do not know how you will receive the energy. It could feel like a breeze. It could get really hot. It could tingle. It could feel like a bug crawling or hair that you can't get off. Goosebumps. It just depends on how you receive the energy. He says, I do still love you. You're my, can't quite hear it. Something starts with an M. You're my, something that starts with an M, but I can't quite hear it. And I'm not going to try to make it fit. I'm asking you something. Okay, he says, don't burn the spaghetti, and starts laughing hysterically. So I don't know if there was an incident with the spaghetti, or if you just burn food a lot, or if he's just picking on you. He says, I'm fine. I am totally fine. There's a little kind of a hubbub kind of going on around him, like a group. There's a lot of, I want to say, excitement, electricity, energy around him. Probably because he's a newbie. His team, his guides, his angels, his loved ones, they're all circled around him. And he's like, he's feeling pretty pampered right now. And like I said, when we go there, they strip all this crap off like an onion till we get down to our pure soul. And they're really pampering him. Okay, so I was asking him a question, and he just showed me like he laid down, curled up, went to sleep. Simple. Just that easy. No matter what it looked like here for us, it's that simple, laid back, comfy, easy. The first people, spirits, loved ones that he saw, two men, one which I'm assuming is his father, and the other one feels like a grandfather. So the way that they're standing, I would say his father's father, but it doesn't have to be. And also, I always say grandfather. It's the feeling. Your next door neighbor can feel more like a grandfather to you than your real grandfather clear across the country. It's the relationship, the feeling. It's not always the blood relationship. And then there's a little elderly lady. She seems to be pretty short, very elderly when she left. She's showing me a cane. She had a cane before she left, so she probably was a little unsteady. And she's there too. So he's, hang on. Every time I start to say something, he starts to say something, then we stop. I asked him about his mom, and he says that there's something. He's showing me a little box. It may not be in a box, but he's showing it like a present. So there's some kind of a present, something that he was going to give her, something that's going to be found in a drawer, or when somebody goes through his things, something that he got that he was going to give to his mother later. So I don't know if her birthday's coming up real quick. It would be something like a necklace or something like that. He said, I was very blessed. I didn't take some things as serious as I should have. I screwed up some things, but that's kind of normal. We all do that. I thought I knew better what I needed. I didn't. Should have listened to Mom. I see things different now. This will be a learning experience. And, okay. And what I've been taught is we plan our exit point before we get here. I don't know what you believe. We plan when we're going to leave. It might be when we're 1 day old, might be when we're 100 years old. Whatever that timeline is, it can waver a little bit. It may not be the exact age, the exact minute, depending on what's going on around us and what people are going to learn from it. But it's still our time to go. And he says, and it's okay. You know, he's showing me again all these people around him. I can't quite hear it. He may not have quite figured things out yet, because the way I understood it, maybe this is like real recent. And it's kind of like the movie Ghost, where Patrick Swayze is in the subway with the spirit, and he's learning how to flick the bottle cap and kick the can. Sometimes it takes him a little bit to get the hang of it. And I asked my medium friend, I said, well, if we've been here before, if you believe in past lives, how come we don't automatically know when we get back up there? And she goes, yeah, it just doesn't work that way. So he's still working on it. I don't know if you've had the funeral or getting ready to. He will be sitting next to his mother in the front row. He's showing that he's sitting on her right side. Doesn't have to be. And he's patting her hand. He's patting the top of her hand. Then he lays his hand on hers. That could feel like a warmth. You could feel the pressure of it. It depends on how she receives energy. Everybody's different. It cannot be. I cannot say for sure. It could feel like trying to get something off of it because you feel something there. But when you're in super deep grief, it pretty much blocks all that stuff out, which makes no sense to me, because that's when you really need the signs. That's when you really need to feel the things. That's when you need to know they're there. But for some reason, until the grief starts easing up, it usually acts like a wall. He says something about not liking the music. I don't know what songs you guys are going to play, but he doesn't like the music. Okay, he wants me to tell you. I promise you 1,000%. He can hear you. He can see you. Talk to him. Eventually, probably not right in the beginning, because you're want so hard that that's like a block. It'll push some of it away because that energy is so intense. But eventually, after you talk to him, then you'll start seeing little answers in a way, maybe on something on TV or a song on the radio that'll come on just then, or you'll start getting little bits and pieces and recognizing the signs that he hears you. He said he's not going to be there a lot, but he will be in and out. Okay, again, he's showing me the two men like he showed me before, and he's going like this. He's going kind of like So I'm not sure who the father figure is or the grandfather. I feel like they're associated with each other. Not sure how they're associated with him, but it's a father-like person and a grandfather-like person. That's all I can say. I'm not going to try to make anything fit. He came back to show me again and correct me. Now he's fishing. Now he's got a fishing pole, and he's reeling in a big one. He says it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. He says right now it's like a vacation, but it won't be. After a while, he'll have to start doing something, and he'll have to work on lessons and himself. He says as far as forgiveness, there's nothing for him to forgive. We don't have anger when we get there. We don't have all that carrying the guilt and doing this and doing that, the heavy energies. He said the only person you need to forgive is yourself. That is totally up to you. Nobody can do it for you. He says hands-on. Hands-on has to be you. You're not ready. You will be in time. Forgive yourself. It's life. Don't carry it with you like a ball and chain. It's okay. I love you. Something about the carpet. Carpet, did you just get new carpet? You're getting new carpet. You're getting rid of carpet. Something about carpet. Sometimes they just throw words out. It's his show. Nice. He's scratching his head. He said he's still trying to figure stuff out a little bit. He's still trying to figure it out. Something about water spraying in the bathroom. It's almost like the shower head is spraying where it shouldn't be spraying. So I don't know if he used to spray you in the bathroom. It's going to spray you in the bathroom. Water's going to be spritzing in the bathroom. You're going to hear water spraying in the bathroom and it's not on. Don't know. I don't know if he's figured out how to do those kinds of things yet. Something about water spraying in the bathroom. I probably shouldn't say this, but because I don't know what he's talking about. And like I said, he's not going to give me the details. It's none of my business. He says, get rid of the deadbeat. Don't know if it's a deadbeat friend, deadbeat what. Get rid of the deadbeat, he says. He says, what would make you happy? What would totally make you happy? And no, not me coming back. What would totally make you happy? He says, I will be there when you need me, just not all the time. So, okay. So he's saying, this is something you can do later. I doubt if it's going to work now. Like I said, when you're in deep grief, when it's that new, it's hard for these things to work. Hold your hand out. Ask him to hold your hand. You should feel pressure, a warmth. Could be tingling. Don't know how you'll receive his energy. When I walk, sometimes I ask Bob to hold my hand, and a lot of times it'll feel just like a hand holding me. But I know how I feel stuff. Something about the bank. Something about the bank. All right, he's showing me what looks like a carnival or something. I see a big Ferris wheel, but it's off in the distance. It's like we're standing kind of on a hill and we're looking down at all these lights in this big Ferris wheel. And this is a memory for him. He said that's back when life was good, when it was easy, when it was calm, when there was love. So whatever this memory is, and you may not have been standing on the hill looking at a carnival, you might have been at the carnival or going to it or something, but he's saying that part of his life was when things were good for him. Had kind of a clunker car, but it got us around. And that's all we needed. He said it's not always about the Maserati. I don't know if he dreamed of having one or what. Not about the Maserati, that's not life. He says he just wants to see you happy. That's what will make him happy. He's going to be bouncing around from house to house to house. Right now, my body's getting so hot. I feel like I'm having a hot flash. I do not have hot flashes. The temperature of my body is just rising, 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 rising. My arms are starting to feel full. So know that this will probably be a reaction that you get. I don't know for sure that you will react the same way. I'm getting hotter than hell, like I'm going to break out in a sweat all over my body. It's not that warm here. That's his energy. That'll be one way you can tell he's around. Unless you have hot flashes, and I don't know what the hell you're going to do. His energy is very mellow, very strong, very clear, very calm, very loving, very caring. We see things so different when we get there. He says, and he's looked back, now that he can look back at a different perspective and see what a knucklehead he was at some times. He says it's something he needed to learn to fly. Since it's usually whatever happens to me while I'm doing a reading is meant for you, so watch for an annoying fly, one that just won't leave you alone. That'll be, and here it comes again. That'll be another sign from him. I know it's just a simple fly, but when it just won't go away, anytime you get a sign from him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and that kind of opens the floodgates for more signs. Once they know that you realize it's a sign from them, they make me itch. Their energy makes me itch. Okay, he's showing me himself. He's walking down a driveway, walking away. It's a gravel driveway. Doesn't have to be gravel. He might just be showing it that way, so I'll know it's a driveway. Walking down this driveway, he turns around and waves back at you. Can't tell if this is a memory or if you're actually going to see this. Or you're going to see this in a dream. Not sure which way this is going. Yeah, he just walks so far down, he kind of half-ass turns around, and waves, and then keeps on going. He says, I'm fine. Alright, he's showing orbs now. So I don't know if you know anything about orbs. Yes, some of them can be dust. There is a difference, though. So every so often, take some pictures. Just random pictures. Usually inside of a building, inside of your home or something. Especially if you think you feel something, just take some random pictures, especially in the dark, because they're easier to see in the dark. It's not just they're only there in the dark. It's just easier to see them on film. A lot of times it's stuff that you can't see with the naked eye, but you'll see it in a picture. He says, you're beautiful, you're caring, you're hurting. He's going to stand back a little bit. He's reaching around the back of my head, and he's over here going to tickle, 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 tickle. So this is not the normal tickle that I get when the energy makes my head itch, but so this is my left side, and doesn't have to be left side, but I always say which side. And so it's going to be like you just feel something. Again, validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, ask him to bring you more. Not beg, ask. So he's working on figuring out how to do this. He says, hi mom, hi mom, hi mom, hi mom, hi mom. He's a, there's that fly again. Right now at this point, he's afraid to approach his mother because he's afraid he'll scare the hell out of her. I know when I go to people's houses and cleanse them, and they go, oh, my house is haunted, I have demons. I said, no, you don't. It's Grandma. Grandma's just rattling around, just trying to let you know she's here, and she's here to protect you and love you. And so he's afraid that he'll scare her and make her think she's got something bad in her house. Right at this point, anyway. He said, it's not time. That'll come later. All the strong begging, say it again. All the strong begging and wanting won't make it happen any quicker. It'll happen when it's supposed to. And there we go. I call it divine timing. Means be patient. I hate that word. I hate when they say divine timing. Okay, keep your wheels. What? Don't let your wheels go belly up. And then he's showing a car flipping upside down like this, and then it goes back on all four wheels, and then back, and then all four tires. I don't know if you've been in an accident. He's not saying you're going to be in an accident, so don't go there with that. I think he's trying to say some cute little saying, and he's not quite getting it out. It's not so hard to find your way where you need to go because there's people waiting for you to guide you there. All right, he's saying he's not exactly sure what else he needs to do at this point. He's still figuring stuff out. But he says, I'm okay. So know that a thumbs up will also be another sign. So if you see somebody on TV doing this, you could be walking through the store and feel your head turn to the side. There could be a picture of somebody doing this, or you could see somebody in the next aisle doing this, or again, validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, ask him, not beg, ask him for more. He can hear you. I promise you he can hear you. When my Bob left and I asked my medium friend, I said, so, does he hear me? And she goes, yeah, until you rattle too much, and he kind of goes whoop for a little bit, shuts it off because you don't stop. And I go, yeah, I know. Know that he loves you, wants nothing but the best for you, so you can ask him to help you with stuff. Ask him to help you with stuff calmly. Ask him for help with whatever he was good at when he was here. Uncle Joe didn't have a pot to piss in. Don't ask Uncle Joe to help you with finances. So whatever he was good at here that he could help you with. Let's say your vehicle breaks down. Was he good at fixing a vehicle? If so, ask him to guide you to somebody who can fix it properly and not rip you off. And I hope you get what I mean. Okay, and he's doing a thumbs up again. He's going to leave for now, and he's doing this again and again and again. As he's walking away, he keeps doing the thumbs up. It will be okay. You will be okay. Everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to. Know that I love you. Don't forget that. Use this love in a different way now. With that, he's gone. So know that once he's been there a while, then you might ask somebody to give you another reading. It'll be a little more calm. He'll be a little more settled in. He'll be, I can give a reading right after somebody passes. People say, oh, you got to wait 6 months. No, you don't. No, you don't. I've seen them at their own funeral. Know that he'll have more to say after you calm down, is more like it. Okay. Much love to you, Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. See you later.